Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Today is September 17th, 2014. Welcome to the Academy of Home Business Weekly Roundtable. I've rounded up some of our partners in crime here, so to speak, to come share some words of wisdom and insight with you this evening. The Blakester was a last-minute add-on because he wasn't sure whether he was going to be here or not, so we'll just call upon the Blakester here after the ladies speak. I'm sure by then he'll have something cool that he wants to say to everybody. We got Sherry Higdon here tonight. For those of you that don't know Sherry has been a big part of the launch of the Academy. A lot of the things that we've incorporated into the Academy have come through her ideas and her suggestions. Laura McCarthy, who has basically rearranged my closet for me today, which was so incredibly awesome because it's like, it was like, oh my God, somebody that actually, oh, okay, I can put it all in there. Can somebody straighten this crap out? And she was able to go in there and help me kind of get things flowing better inside the Academy. So thank you for that. And to wrap things up tonight, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 questions you can ask people on IBO Toolbox that will lead to a yes. So with this, we're going to go ahead and start with Sherry Higdon. Sherry, good evening. How are you?
All things considered, doing very well, thank you.
Well, great to hear. So you're going to be sharing with us tonight how to keep yourself in the game every day, yes?
Yes.
All right, well, the floor is yours. Let them have it.
Okay, so I'm assuming, unless you tell me otherwise, that you can see and hear me okay? And we'll just go at it then until you tell me otherwise. And if you hear my puppy, his door to go outside is right there, so you will hear him coming and going from time to time.
You're good. We can hear you.
Alrighty, so today is a perfect example, using myself as the example, which I always have to do. My life is an open book. Today is a perfect example of having to fight to keep yourself in the game, because for me today, it started out from the time I got up this morning. I got up on the wrong side of the bed. I mean, it was going downhill fast. You know, one of those just didn't feel good, and I had an important appointment. I actually had an appointment with a book publisher today. Really excited about that, right? Okay, this might be an opportunity to get the message out there and really take this thing and go somewhere with it, so it should be a big deal. Well, apparently the devil thinks so too, because it's like, man, from the time your eyes open, it's like he's throwing stuff at you, right? The minute you figure out that you have a vision and a mission and a passion to do something bigger than just keep the lights on and pay a few bills, that maybe there's more to this whole thing, the idea of wealth creation, or, you know, fulfilling your purpose and your destiny, that's when all hell breaks loose. And, you know, you can have those dreams and visions, and you can get all excited, and that can only take you so far, because you have to walk it out day after day after day. And when you haven't got there yet, and you're in the process of trying to get there, that can get really stinking hard and really stinking discouraging. And that's why it's so important to be in an environment where you're surrounded by people who can believe with you and for you and encourage you and push you and speak life into you when you're not feeling so alive. And that is, you have to have that. The tools and the knowledge, from how to create a capture page to how to do the mechanics of marketing. Is that important to an online marketer? Of course. That's like blood in your veins. But if you don't have a community, if you're not surrounded by people who believe like you do, who will encourage you when you're down, who can speak life to you, who can remind you on days like today, no, you are on a mission. You do have a purpose, and all of this means something. Do not give in, cave in, and quit. You have to have that. If you don't, you will die on the vine. This is too hard. This is a battle. You know, people say all the time, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Well, I just want to laugh. A marathon? Are you kidding me? This is an epic, this is Armageddon. This is Armageddon. You know, the minute that you figure out that you have a calling, you become a target. You are a target. You are a moving target of the enemy, and his only goal, the only thing that gets Satan out of bed in the morning, is to try to take you out. That's his purpose. That's all he's after. And you know what? The more he's after you, that's how you know. That's how you know. That's a sign. That is your sign that you are important. You make the devil nervous, because he will not. I mean, he's coming after you with guns a-blazing from the time you get up in the morning. And if that resonates with you and you're like, you know what, how does she know that about me? Then I'm talking to the right audience. You know what I'm saying? So it's an everyday battle that we have to overcome to get to where we're going and accomplish the things that we need to accomplish. And some days are harder than others. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity that at least, even though maybe I had a hard day today, yes, maybe I took some hits, but you know what? Before the end of the day, before I lay my head down, I get to kick the devil right in the teeth, because I get to turn it all around and put it right back on him and say, you know what, I will take what energy and strength I have left, and I will speak encouragement into somebody else's life. And I will remind somebody else who may have had a rough day and may be saying, you know what, I'm just about ready to lay this whole thing down and quit. Maybe I wasn't called. Maybe this is not what I think it is. Well, you know what, maybe it is. And I just want to remind you today, I don't want to take up too much time here, but I want to encourage you to think about this when the going gets tough. Because if it ain't tough for you today, it will be tomorrow. Trust me, it's coming. Think about this when the going gets tough. Somebody is waiting on you to step into your destiny. Somebody out there is dying, literally, waiting for you to step into the fullness of your prophetic destiny. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, who's going to help them? Their lives, their family, their literal lives depend on it. It's that big of a deal. And you were chosen to be on this path for a reason, and that's the reason that the enemy's coming after you with guns ablazing, and that's why you can't give in, cave in, and quit. And the Bible clearly tells you that you have to hang on, hang in there, not give up when it's hard. And you know what? I think it's an 80-20 thing. I think it's 80 hard and 20 easy, but you know what? It'll be worth it in the end. So I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to be surrounded with this community of people that I know believe like I do, and I feel like we're all in a boat moving in the same direction. And I hope that if anything today, that I won a victory over the enemy by getting my butt in this chair when today was the exact opposite day to do that, and speak some words of encouragement to somebody else to maybe get them to keep going, hang in there, and not give in, because it will be worth it in the end. That's it. That's my word for the day.
Wow. Well, right on. Well, thank you, Sherry Higdon. You know, we all have days, and I've had them, and Blakester's had them, and Laura's had them, and Jocelyn's had them. And what really forms your character more than anything is what you do despite the circumstances. It's the choices that you make, because, and Florence Scovel Shinn talks about this too in The Game of Life and How to Play It, for those of you that have studied it, okay? That there are many times where even, I mean, rampaging and discouraging thoughts will precede a major breakthrough. And that's exactly what Sherry's talking about here tonight, is that there are times where when you're getting ready to step into something new and something that, falls in line with your path in life, you can better believe that there's going to be a period of rebirth that goes through that. And a lot of that is the subconscious mind. It's the body. It's a whole combination and culmination of things that you've learned and heard and everything else that's going to come against you inside and out. Inside and out. And it's you making the decision to step through anyway that's going to take you to your breakthrough. So with that, we're going to go ahead and bring up Jocelyn Jones here for a few minutes. Jocelyn, can we see you? Yeah, we can kind of see you there. Now can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Okay, I apologize for the quality. I don't know why my camera is so dark. However, this is kind of funny that what Sherry was just talking about, what I was planning on talking about tonight ties right into that, where I wanted to discuss some of the principles from Jeff Olson's The Slight Edge. And basically what he talks about is, don't bite it off more you can chew, how not to get overwhelmed. Things that are easy to do are just as easy not to do. And a couple of quotes that I wanted to say is that I got to find it. I have it marked here. People everywhere are clamoring for the formula, the secret ingredient, the path to improve their lives. The secret ingredient is your philosophy, what you know, how you hold it, and how it affects what you do. Once you change the way you think, then you can take the steps that will lead you to the how-tos. The things that you do every day, the things that don't look like they matter, they do matter. They only make a difference. They not only make a difference, they make all the difference. And I'm sure that people have heard this before, but I do want to ask the question if, if anyone that's out there is, how do you eat an elephant?
How do you eat an elephant?
How do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. Very good, Sherry. I knew somebody was going to know the answer.
My husband says that all the time.
And it's the same thing with online marketing. People get so overwhelmed and what do I do here? Where do I go? Okay, do I do Facebook marketing? Do I do Safeless marketing? Do I do blogging? And to be honest with you, I've been there. I've done that. And so I came across, which I'm going to get the calendar to share it, Rex, so that it's an actual physical calendar for people. And so literally what I came across was every day, stop thinking in terms of goals and start focus on daily action steps that'll get people, closer to making money. Choose an activity to perform daily that will get you a little bit closer to making full-time income online. It doesn't matter what it is, but pick one activity. If it's Facebook marketing, do Facebook marketing for 30 minutes a day for the next 30 days. If it's sending out Safeless ads, but I mean, again, a lot of people will do a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and then like, well, I'm not getting any results. So if they pick just one activity for the next 30 days and do it for 30 minutes a day and put a big red X on their calendar, don't break the chain. It gives you an instant visual representation of your progress and consistency. And after a few days, the pain of breaking that exchange will become bigger than just working those 30 minutes. And the great thing about this is that your money-making skills are going to improve drastically. The point is to improve your skills at making money online. Don't use an online calendar or an app on your phone. You want it to be physical. You want to be able to have that visual trigger that focuses you to see your progress every day. And again, don't be a hero. Don't try to do 5 hours. Really, truly, just focus on that 30 minutes a minimum per day. And like Sherry was saying, sometimes I just don't want to get up. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if you're busy. It doesn't matter if you have family and friends visiting. Take that 30 minutes every day, and you won't believe the momentum that you'll get. So that's what I have to share. And like I said, I have an actual copy of the calendar that I can print off and send to you, Rex, if you want to have it to be posted for people.
Sounds
and
good.
I can
yes.
use that calendar.
Absolutely. We'll find a way to get that to them. So now Laura and I have already been online quite a bit today, and we haven't really had a chance to talk to the Blakester yet, so we're going to go ahead and bring the Blakester on because I just have a feeling that after Sherry and Jocelyn have spoke that the Blakester definitely, those kind of fall in line with a lot of what he teaches. So we're going to let him come on board, and then Laura and I are going to dazzle you with some marketing mechanics here to wrap things up. So Blakester, floor is yours. How are things, brother?
Good, but let's double check that you guys can hear me. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, you're all good.
Awesome, awesome. Well, first off, Rex, I want to thank you, obviously, for inviting me. I know I was a little last minute. I wasn't sure what was going to happen because other people needed me out in the field, so to speak. For those of you that don't know, my name is Robert Blakely. People know me online as the Blakester. And actually, I did have something, and Rex, you're so right. You know me too well. Direct reflection, and based off of what Sherry started to talk about, and Jocelyn as well, dealing with breakthroughs, right? I actually had a little bit of a breakthrough when Rex and I and Ricardo went to the Marketing Mayhem. And what that little breakthrough is, I want to kind of share that with you guys. So I ask you to get a pen and paper, or pull out your notepad or whatever it is that you take notes on. Because there's a 3-letter little acronym that kind of had this breakthrough, popped into my head, and I said, wow, this is pretty simple. If I can explain these types of things to people that are entrepreneurs and they can actually get the information, then maybe that will help them see a little bit more success. And those 3 letters, or that acronym based off of this breakthrough that I had, is FKA. That's F as in Frank, K as in kite, and A as in apple. I want to quickly break those down, and then I'll pass it off to you, Rex, and stuff, because this is something that, again, with a breakthrough, if you don't physically take action on the things that you learn, similar to what Sherry and Jocelyn were talking about, you're never really going to see any results, right? Just like Jocelyn said, if you're not doing something and you're not consistent about it for 30 days, for example, you're going to believe that you're not seeing any results, and then you end up quitting. And quitting is one of the biggest things and problems that we have as network marketers. It's almost like dealing with The Secret, too. You know how they say, well, just before everything's going to happen, we tend to change our mindset and our thought pattern, and we think that it's not going to happen, and the universe says, hey, your wish is my command, and then it doesn't happen. So those 3 letters, I'm going to cover those with you. Again, take notes. F, the first thing I want to talk about is your friendships, plain and simple. Who are the friends in your neighborhood? Right? Who are you hanging out with? Are you on a consistent basis talking to friends on Facebook that is not having any kind of income-producing results? See, my mentor, Tom Bill, talks to me a little bit about today money and tomorrow money, right? So your today money is what you're going to do, what are the physical activities that you're going to do to make them today, and also you need to be thinking of what you're going to be doing to make tomorrow money as well. But your friendships are going to be in direct alignment with how much money you end up making online. The reason that I say that is because I've learned over the course of the years that you can take your 5 closest friends that you network with and add up their income, divide it by 5, and that's roughly what you're going to be making. So with those friendships, what kind of friendships are you actually making? Are you out there on a consistent basis meeting new people, trying to plug in with different marketers, people that know what they're doing so that you can advance what it is that you're physically doing? Or are you doing non-productive things, talking on Facebook with your friends that aren't working with you in the same industry, or doing anything in conjunction with what's going to get you to your next step or to your goal, to your finish line, so to speak, right? So friendships are absolutely important. And again, when I say this, I'm not telling you to, get rid of your cousin that's on the left or anything like that. But I can tell you that honestly, in my personal life, I know that I got rid of all the negativity and any negative people in my life, and just totally focused and surrounded myself with positive people that were making great incomes. And the next thing you knew, my income started to go up and up and up. So that F is very important. It's the friendships, and the friendships that you keep that are either going to hold you down in life, or they're going to literally propel you to that next level of where you want to be. So think about those friendships as you go out throughout your day and stuff. The second letter I want to talk about is K. That K is for knowledge, right? What kind of knowledge do you physically have? See, the funny thing is, and not so funny, but each and every one of us, especially that's on this call right now, we can all learn something from each other. I truly, truly believe that. There's some things that you on this webinar probably know because of your life experiences that I may not know. Even though I jokingly say I know a lot about a lot because I'm making my job to be very knowledgeable on things. But what kind of knowledge do you have? Because some of the things that you may be holding right here in your mind may be the exact thing that other people need. Just like what Sherry was saying, you have to step into that role and share the information of value that you have to hopefully help another person. Because this isn't about getting rich quick. If that's what you're here for, I can tell you, that's not going to happen, guys. It does take work. It takes time. It takes building those friendships. It takes expanding your knowledge so that you understand what is a splash page, what is a capture page, what is branding, what is a website, right? So all those little things are very important. And then it's important for you to expand your knowledge every day because, number one, your brain is a muscle, right? So you got to work it. It's got to be used for something more than just a coat rack or a hat rack, excuse me. So think about the knowledge. What are you doing on a day-to-day basis to increase your knowledge, especially of network marketing, if that's what the field that you're in? And the last letter that I want to talk about, which is so important, this is the most important out of these 3, is A for action. What kind of action are you physically taking on a day-to-day basis? Like I mentioned earlier, are you taking daily action on Facebook and just talking to your friends that have nothing to do with life in particular or what you're doing? Are you talking to people that are not going to be advancing your career and what you want to do? What actions are you physically taking on a day-to-day basis so that you can get closer to your goal? Because ultimately, that's what's important. So coming back full circle to what Jocelyn was saying, what kind of actions are you taking, right? So if you go and you change the things that you're doing and be diligent about that, and let's say Facebook marketing, you do it for 30 days. That is a good positive action that in the long run can help you with your tomorrow money. So the actions that we take on a day-to-day basis, talking about our today money, is also going to lend help and credibility for our tomorrow money, right? So we don't want to just think about today. We got to think about what actions am I going to take today so that I can have money tomorrow, right? Maybe you set up some appointments for tomorrow. Maybe you're doing something, a post and getting ready for it, and you'll have it ready for tomorrow. But every single day, I want you to think about these three letters, and that's a FKA, and again, it stands for friendships, knowledge, and action, okay? What friendships are you holding? What knowledge are you gaining? And ultimately, what action will you be taking? So I hope that you find some value in those three things. I hope that you wrote that information down. I hope from this day forward, you'll go through and think about these three things on a day-to-day basis. So just before you go out there and you do your Facebook marketing for 30 days like Jocelyn is recommending, think about your friendships, your knowledge, and the actions that you're going to take. When you go out on a daily basis, think about the things that Sherry Higdon has told you. Because Sherry and I are in direct alignment, and I always say, if you know me very well, I always tell people, there's been a war on for your mind, your body, and your soul since before you were even born. So if you don't take hold of what it is in your life that you want, you are not going to get anything that you want, plain and simple, because things are going to come up in your way, in your path, you're not going to know how to deal with them, and then you're going to just accept failure. That's what cannot happen. You cannot accept failure, and you cannot quit. So think about your friendships, your knowledge, your action, and guys, I hope again you found some value in this, and ultimately, let's just take action, guys. So Rex, back to you, buddy.
Thanks, Robert. Yes, fantastic value, and you know I agree 100% with what you and Sherry and everybody have said here tonight. You know that there is a constant war for your mind, and if you are going to be victorious, you have to learn to utilize the tools that you already have, because you already have them. The Master Key system teaches that. Okay? You need not acquire these things. You already have it. This is a power you already have. You just have to start using it. You have to start using it every day. And that's where a lot of people struggle. We'll talk more about that next time. Before I turn this over to Laura, real quick, I'm going to turn on screen sharing here. I want to show you guys a few of the changes that we made here today inside the Academy to make your life easier. I know it's made my life easier, so God bless everybody that suggested this, and God bless Laura McCarthy for helping me take the time this afternoon to do a little bit of house cleaning in here. But you'll notice that the menu looks a little bit different today. We've broken down basically all administrative stuff here in the left-hand menu for you to access easily, training in the middle, and then promotions at the end. And we've also moved that dreaded delete account button down further so people don't accidentally click that. Edit My Details is the same. Affiliate tools are the same. Marketing system. This used to be known as Pro Training. Now it's the marketing system. And for Pro members, if you click on that, that'll take you here to set up your marketing system and the training there for advertising as well. What we had as Pro Bonuses is now My Products. Okay, so you can access your Pro products here. Okay, referrals, commissions, referral builder, all of that still the same. Help desk and log out here. So you have, this is just for administrative control here for anything that you need that as it directly pertains to your account inside the Academy. We have the basic training module now, which we have set up with 4 videos that are that place where when people ask you, now what? Okay, start with the basic module. Okay, we also have mindset training. We're going to be featuring a lot of the training from Sherry Higdon in here. Okay, we have conversational marketing all set up in one section now versus having to go one place for conversational marketing and another place. Now you have all of your conversational marketing here, and we've thrown in all of the training we did on conversational marketing. These are live webinars where we teach this stuff in intricate detail, folks. That's great value right there. And then email marketing has all been moved into its own module now. Okay, and we've taken you step by step through the entire process, starting with the Frank Kern video, which to me is the greatest video ever created on email marketing. The basics of target marketing and how to create a responsive mailing list, how to create a custom list in Aweber, how to create a sign-up form in Aweber, what is a lead capture page, how to create a lead capture page with Splash Wizard, how to create targeted lists using Aweber and Splash Wizard, safe list strategies, solo ad strategies, okay, and we're going to be bringing you more here as well. Okay, to wrap it up here, we have the leadership training with Simon Sinek that's available to all members. We have the AHB library, which we've added some content to today, including the handouts for the videos Laura created, as well as Jocelyn's email marketing tips from the video last night. That's been added in here as a PDF for you to follow along as well. But then we have the Gold Club promotion right now. The T-shirt promotion will be going in here sometime in the next 8 to 12 hours. We're going to be adding the T-shirt promo in here for the beta test, so keep your eyes on that. Got one more thing we got to work out there. So everything that you need right here, better organized, more great stuff coming for all that have contributed. Thank you very much. We appreciate everything that you have done. Okay, next in line we have Laura McCarthy, who was a colossal part of the house cleaning there today. So thank you once again, Laura. That was awesome. It was nice to be able to sit down and have a second set of eyes there to do what we needed to do. So with that, Laura's going to start tonight by showing you what to do in your first 5 minutes inside of IBO Toolbox. How to start connecting with people, how to start getting these associate requests, because we're going to be doing a big focus on conversational marketing again here, starting later this week. So with that, I'll have Laura share that with you, and then I will wrap it up with the 3 questions that you can ask to start getting more yeses. So Laura, the floor is yours.
All right, I'm having my husband let the dogs out, and we will be on our way. Okay, so IBO Toolbox, great resource. Tons of network marketers, internet marketers, affiliate marketers, people there that you can go in to talk to. It's something other than Facebook, because Facebook can get very distracting because there's a lot of stuff there that's interesting and funny to look at. IBO Toolbox will be a great place for you to go and get focused to start meeting other people and talking to them. And with that, I'm going to start screen share. I'll make this a little bigger. Okay. Once you log into IBO Toolbox, you automatically come up onto the IBO wall. And here you can actually filter. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to go and click on newest IBOs. And then this will refresh. And these will show you all of the latest people that are signing up to this social network. And what you can do is for every single person that comes in, for at least your first 5 minutes are in here, what you're going to do is, here's Evelyn Scott. You're going to click like. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so I can make sure I spell her name right. You're going to hit comment, and you're going to give them a welcome message. Now, not just, hi, Evelyn, welcome to IBO. It's going to be a little bit more structured, but still very simple. Welcome to IBO, Evelyn. Glad to see you here. Feel free to add me as an associate. This, by saying this, you've opened up to having them add you as an associate, and you've already said that you're happy to help them get started here. So you've opened the invitation to start a conversation with this one message. Another comment you can say, and of course it's going to have me resend. Okay? And before I say that, what this does, then this also brings your face, your profile, back to the top of the comments on this wall. So people are going to see you in here commenting, and that will also bring you more associate requests or friend requests in IBO Toolbox. So then moving on to Clara, what you can do is, okay, Clara is brand new. She doesn't have a picture either. So you can click on Clara's profile. She doesn't have anything filled out at all. What I can do is I will actually, in this situation, I will send her a request, and then I will go like, give her a comment, and say, welcome to IBO, Clara. I have sent you an associate request. Make sure all. Now what this has done, I've then taken the first action step to send her an associate request, and then I've also given her a tip right away to let her know that, you know what, if she completes her profile, she's going to be able to unlock the features here. Then there's another comment that you can make. We have Samantha Gross. Hi, Samantha. Well, spell her name right, Samantha. Yeah, make sure you spell people's names right. Welcome to IBO Toolbox. This is in this case, I have started to engage her in a conversation right here on the wall. Now, some people will respond, some people won't. And this is, you know, you're going to have to come back and kind of see if they've responded to your conversations. But you want to go in and create comments like the ones that I've done here on every single person that has come in. And as you do that, new associate requests will come in from new members and old members because they will see you participating. And then you'll start getting messages, and you'll get associate requests. You'll see the two little people up here will highlight, and you'll get new associate requests. And this is an activity that if you do this for every time that you first come into IBO Toolbox, will greatly increase your interactions in this platform. And if you're not already a member of IBO Toolbox and you're a member of the Academy, you go into your referral builder here, and you can click on the IBO Toolbox here, and you can sign up for your free account. It's 100% free, just like Facebook, and you can create your account and start engaging with people over here. Now, there's many other features here, but we're not going to get into that tonight. And with that, I will go back to Rex.
Thank you, Laura. Much appreciated. Okay. And for those of you that would like to learn more about conversational marketing here, okay, those of you who are pro members of the Academy can come in here anytime. And whoops, that's the wrong one. You can come in here anytime and go to Conversation Marketing here, and everything that Laura just shared with you in great detail is right here, including Facebook, full-length webinars where we teach this stuff over and over again. And I'm actually getting ready to do an updated series from scratch that we're going to be putting inside the Academy here as well. Okay, conversational marketing is an effective strategy, and it's one that we believe, you know, when mastered first, will get you to where you want to be faster than any other method of marketing. And with that, okay, let me bring up my notes here. Okay, like I had stated earlier, you're going to get in, you're going to start using conversational marketing. You're going
Rex, we just lost your mic.
How's that? Better?
Good.
Not quite sure what happened there. So I'll backtrack to this. 3 questions that will lead you to more yeses when using conversational marketing in IBO Toolbox. If you've taken to heart anything that you've heard here tonight from Sherry, from Jocelyn, from Robert, from Laura, from anyone that you've heard from here this evening, you'll see how everything that we have shared with you tonight flows in one direction in terms of A, doing whatever it takes, treating your business as a business, regardless of how you feel during the day, so you can get where you want to be. Okay, because of the fact that that is going to prepare you to be better at doing what it is that we do when communicating with other human beings. You know what? There's days where you have a bad day, you know, or something. I don't say that you have a bad day because I don't think there's really any bad days. A day is a day. You know, the sun comes up, sun goes down. You know, sometimes the wind blows, sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows. Okay, but we all have challenges. Okay, even people that do exceptionally well in business have challenges. Sometimes they're with family, sometimes they're with associates, who knows. But it's how you choose to start the day, the decision that you make about how your day is going to go. This is exactly how my day is going to go today. I'm going to step into this day with power. I'm going to step into this, you know, knowing that I have a purpose and I have a mission, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to go out here and reach as many people as I can. Because that's the mission here, ladies and gentlemen, especially with the Academy, because you've heard me say it before and you're going to hear me say it over and over and over again. We're even going to put it on a t-shirt. Okay, we believe it's going to be much shorter than what I'm going to say here, but we believe that every man, woman, and child on the planet has the right to know how to create time and money freedom using the internet. And that is the forward mission of the Academy, is to do whatever we can do to share that message with as many people as we can and provide for them as much information as we possibly can and as much guidance as we possibly can to help them get where they want to be in life and business. Okay? In order for you to interact with human beings in such a way that you're going to have a positive impact, you're going to have to make sure that you keep your personal life in check. Just like we talked about tonight, that you're getting up, that despite the day, you're doing it anyway, you're staying in faith, you're staying in prayer, you're staying in meditation, and you're understanding, look, this is the day that these are the things that happen. And in every moment, I have the opportunity to choose how I'm going to respond. Am I going to respond based on emotions? Am I going to choose to feel hurt? Am I going to choose to feel betrayed or manipulated or cheated? Or am I going to just move forward anyway and not take it personally? Okay, that's what leads you to a place where you can be a rock-solid communicator and focus on the needs of others before your own, because let's be realistic with one another. When I'm doing business, in order for me to make money, that requires customers. You can call them subscribers, you can call them sign-ups, you can call them sales, you can call them whatever, but bottom line is the fact that these are my customers. Okay? These are people who have purchased something from me, and it is my commitment to them to make sure that they're taken care of as best as I can possibly take care of them. And that's why making sure I'm staying on point with my personal development every day is so important. I saw something tonight. It's interesting. I'm a big fan of all these different business shows, and one of the business shows that's on the television right now is a show on AMC called Fourth and Loud, where the lead singer of a rock band called Kiss, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, decided to throw their hand in and become part of the Arena Football League by launching a Los Angeles-based football team called the LA Kiss. And so far, the whole project has been an absolute disaster. And the one thing that really struck me tonight in listening to Paul and Gene as the owners of this project, the guys that, boom, we're putting our money in here, we're investing in this business, you said you can do this, you need to go out here and execute. Something, and you might find this startling, but while Gene and Paul were sitting there talking about the guy that's basically running the show from the business end all the way down to the football end in terms of how everything comes together, was expressing, you know, his feelings about the situation, everything else, and, you know, what he's been doing and stuff like that. And Gene Simmons looked at him, and he said, we don't care about any of that. He said, we care about winning. And that might seem harsh and maybe even a little cold, but what that represents is the ability in an entrepreneur to not only separate themselves from the outcome, but to treat their business as a business. That business doesn't, or that business doesn't cause the emotional roller coaster in them that it does in so many people, because they understand that it's only business. Does that mean that they don't care about their customers? Of course they care about their customers. Okay, their fan base is massive all across the world. But the business side of it isn't personal, and it's the personal development that helps you get to that place where you can do this. And hearing the word no, or seeing someone unsubscribe for your list, or seeing even 2 or 3 people leave your business opportunity is not going to have an emotional impact on you, because you understand that's business. Okay? This is important because in the conversational marketing that we teach, and what I'm going to be teaching you in the updated version of the training that we're going to be launching, I talk about that in depth when it comes to the conversations. All right? And there's 3 basic questions that I utilize to lead me into getting a yes from people. And you'll see it when we start using IBO Toolbox. I'm going to open this whole world up to you guys again and show you the simplicity with which you can go in and make money through building relationships with people by focusing on them. How are you today? Which business are you promoting? Maybe you're going to have Laura teach a spelling class tomorrow. And tell me more about that. Okay. I understand that many of you are building, different business opportunities. Some of you are selling affiliate products. Some of you are doing a conversation or a combination of both, not a conversation of both, a combination of both. But for those of you, tell me more about that really isn't a question, but it's part of it. How are you today? Which business are you promoting? Tell me more about that. That is a perfect fit for anyone who wants to make money with a number of different programs on the internet, including Empower Network, the Academy, the Legends Network, and so many of the other training-based opportunities that exist today. Because once you get someone engaged about their business, the only thing that you have to do from there, okay, determine, based on your conversation, something you can give that person that is going to help them. First, remember what I've been saying this week. The key to all of this is finding out what other people want and giving it to them. That's the key. And you say, well, Rex, how do I find out what other struggling internet marketers or new internet marketers want? I'm going to tell you right now. Ready? Grab a pen and a piece of paper, because this is going to be the most profound thing you've ever heard in your life. Okay, you've got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I sped it up at the end. Okay? Are you ready?
Ready.
Hey, give it to us.
All right. The key to this is so simple. Determine based on your conversation something you can give that person that is going to help them first. Because in doing that, this is where that trust factor begins. This is where, in any conversation, you now are the guiding light. Because every marketer on this planet that's struggling is going to take action with the people that reach out to them first. And if you look at IBO Toolbox, and if you look at the safe list and the traffic exchanges, and you look at all of these different portals of entry into the world of online marketing, every last one of those people has something that they want to learn, that's going to help them take a next step up in the ladder of their progress. Every last one of them. So all you have to do is find out what that is. When you ask somebody, for example, how many signups, are you averaging every day after, well, is it cool if we talk business for a minute? How many signups are you averaging every day in whichever business you're promoting right now? Well, I'm not getting signups every day. Well, how many are you averaging every week? Well, I don't even have a weekly average. Well, how many people do you sign up on average every month? Well, I got 2 in January and 3 in February or whatever. Maybe they haven't gotten any at all. Okay. Would it be worth a few minutes if I could show you something that would show you how to start getting 3 to 5 signups in your business every week right now? Yes or no? Yes, it would be. Fantastic. Send them to the academy. Send them to a lead capture page. Send them to the workshop page. It's really just that simple. So long as they know that they are going to have access to you or a group of people that are there to support them. The simple matter of fact in all of this is that when you can connect people with a group of people who believe the same way that they believe, they are going to stay. Because it's like Simon Sinek says, it takes that whole need to be part of something, to a level of, this feels like home to me. And the beautiful thing about this is the fact that the Academy is for every network marketer on the planet who wants to be better at what it is that they're doing now, at whatever level they're at. Because where I'm at after 14 years, if somebody comes to me with a question that they need answered or a problem that they need solved that I don't know how to answer or I don't know how to solve, I have enough friends in the industry that are smarter than me to get them an answer to their question. Okay? That's why engagement is so important. Hi, thanks for the ad. How are you today? Or when someone joins you as a member in the academy and you pick up the phone and you call them and you say, hey, is Bob there? This is Bob. Bob, Rex Harris calling, Academy of Home Business. How are you today? I'm great. How are you? I'm fantastic. Say, just logged into my account there. Notice that you had just signed up. I just wanted to call and say welcome and see what I can do to help you get started. Because remember, when you're bringing people into the academy, yes, it's monthly residual income, but you want them to stay, correct? Obviously, you want them to stay. In cultivating a relationship through the academy, this could lead to opportunities for personal coaching, group coaching. Who knows what kind of opportunities would open up for you by simply making yourself available to someone who is spending $23.50 every month. Actually, $47 every month, $23.50 going to you every month, 50% commissions. And you make the decision to take care of them. And it all starts with that engagement. How are you today? And that whole scenario, that whole rundown that I just gave you happens time and time and time and time again using IBO Toolbox and the conversational marketing strategy that we teach. So with that, okay, If you're a pro member, master this. Okay, this will serve you well to master this. If you're a free member and you've not upgraded to pro yet, I would encourage you to do that so you can get access to the new conversational marketing and email marketing modules, as well as the AHB library. Okay, plus you can start making some money with this stuff. All right, and it doesn't interfere with anything you're promoting. You can use it to build whatever you want on the back end. All the email addresses that you collect through this system go directly to your AWeber account, so you can promote whatever to whoever once they've opted in. All right. So I hope you guys found the information tonight useful. It's been great to see you all here this evening. We have kind of gone to the top of the hour, so I will do a quick shout out here. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to say before we wrap this up?
Hey, Rex, I have something.
Okay.
I forgot to mention earlier that, it's really important as we enter our day. It's really important that we are spending that dedicated time in prayer, focused on the family, and that's just integral part, because there's power in prayer and there's power in the Word. And if you're not entering your day and spending a dedicated time in that, then you're going to get pummeled by the enemy even more. And having said that, I think it's important that as a believing community that we band together and we start interceding for each other, because we need that. This is an epic battle. I believe we have entered into what's called the kingdom age, and I'll go into that another time. But I believe we really entered into a time where, as believers and people who know we have a calling on our life, that we are in an epic battle. And so I'm going to be starting an intercessory prayer group for entrepreneurs and for anybody that's in this associated with the Academy that would like to be a part of it. That can reach out to me. I'll have more information. I'll share that with you, and you can send it out to everybody. But for anybody who would be interested in, and this is serious business, folks. This is not just, well, I'll get in this and everybody's praying for me and my family, and we're under the hedge of protection. When you get into this, you have to be committed to it, and you have to spend dedicated time lifting other people up, knowing that they're doing the same for you, because we need this protection. We need our families to be saved financially and every other way. I think it's an important thing that we do this, and I want to make that available to this community and head that up. So I just wanted to give that shout out, and we'll have some more information about that coming.
Fantastic, Sherry. I appreciate you doing that. You know what you're saying there, again, I'm in total agreement with, and here's why. In the Bible, the book of Matthew, I believe it's chapter 18, talks about the spiritual law of agreement, where two or more come together. Let them ask anything and it will be done for them. Well, if you take and you look at that in terms of groups of people coming together in one accord with one purpose, believing for the manifestation of life and abundance for the group through the focus of concentrated, words and thoughts. Okay, if you stop and you take a look at let's just say over the last 3.5 years, and this is no coincidence, guys and gals. I mean, what Sherry's talking about here tonight is spot on. When even two people come together, okay, I'm going to throw a couple things out there. One, I'm going to throw out there in Power Network. Look what happened when two guys came together on a vision. Kaboom! Why? Because they were in agreement, one accord, one mind, intent on one purpose. Okay, JVZoo.com. 3 guys come together, and in this much time, $75 million in sales through one website. Coincidence? No way. There is power in this. There's power in coming together and being focused in one accord and one purpose. And if you don't believe me, again, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. She says the same thing in there. That way, when there's one who's, if you've got everybody in agreement, you've got one who's just struggling to stay in the mind and stay in the spirit and everything else, you've got the others backing up so the vision does not die. Okay? Okay.
Absolutely.
I mean, this stuff works. It's been written down throughout the ages, and what makes it work is people coming together and practicing and implementing it. Oh, there, my light just flashed. So with that, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. Again, if you're not already a member of the Academy of Home Business, you're watching this hangout right now directly to your lower right. There's a form there. You can actually get started free of charge. We've added some cool stuff in there for you. The basic module is in there for you, Mindset Mojo. We've included the leadership training for you in there. And for those of you that are pro members, as you can see, we've completely remodeled. We've revamped the whole thing to make it easier on you. So go in there, enjoy, and have fun. Let us know if you have any questions. And with that, I'd like to thank everybody here on our distinguished panel tonight. You're all rock stars. And we will see you again tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, for our next workshop. Until then, Rex Harris signing off. You guys have a great night, and God bless. Bye for now.